What's happening, Captain? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well today. I've recently been enamored with this team using Donphan recently. This team was made by Nexhawk. It's a really cool defensive team because there's a lot of lesser seen Pokemon like Donphan and Umbreon. Even Gyarados is kind of like, it's OU, but it's not necessarily super popular. This team is really cool because it almost feels like there's a defensive answer to pretty much everything that at least most of my opponents that I've played have. So it's been a really fun ladder team as of recent. It's a little bit slower, so I apologize about that in advance, but I really wanted to show this off. So obviously, we've got Donphan here as the Rapid Spinner, a very strong defensive profile on this Mon because it resists Rock, and then it also has Toxic to scare out a lot of stuff. Now, notably, this Umbreon here also has Charm, which makes this team really good into Dragon Dance Pokemon. So, like, if you're fighting a Salamence or a Tyranitar, you know, firstly, for Tyranitar, Donphan's pretty good, but this Umbreon has Charm, so that way if they Dragon Dance, they're actually losing more attack than they're gaining, and this can be a great way to power through those kinds of boost sweepers, because Roar doesn't exist on this team anywhere. And also, Donphan, Gyarados, and Umbreon all work really well together. There's a Rapid Spinner, but, you know, then we worry about Gengar, and Umbreon has Pursuit for that. Also, Donphan is the perfect switch-in for everything that scares Gyarados, because Gyarados is weak to Electric and Rock, and those two are, like, exactly what Donphan wants to show up for. Excuse me. The one problem with these two is that they worry about status, except that's why this Gyarados has Rest on it. It's honestly, I feel like a perfectly crafted team, and it recently got me into the top 100. So I wanted to at least play one or two to see how it does on ladder. Let's jump into it. Now, Suicune can be a problem point. This team really doesn't, like, so Calm Mind boost sweepers can be a little bit problematic for it. You gotta be really creative about how you deal with it. Thankfully, turn 1 Suicune, you know, you generally assume that it's going to be pretty offensive, but I definitely don't want to stay in with this Metagross here, because unless I'm booming on it, like, there's not a lot that I can do. And I don't want to throw away this Metagross without knowing much about the team. So I'm gonna just go to Celebi here, because that's, you know, a pretty safe switch. And I think, I don't think normally you want to surf in that situation, but because I sat there thinking about it for a while, they were like, maybe he's staying with Metagross, I don't know. But here I can just pretty freely Leech Seed. He said, wrong. He said wrong about that. I was wrong. Alright, I'm already in a pretty terrible spot, but thankfully Gyarados is pretty good into Suicune as well, so I might be able to switch in this Celebi again later. I could recover spam and get leftovers healing, since it's only doing roughly 51. I'll do that once just to see what they do. Yeah, so after thinking on it for a little bit, they decided that Calm Mind was the play. Now I can Leech Seed here and then recover spam and probably be fine. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, I stay above and I end up dealing with this. You don't want to recover spam often, because, you know, that risks a higher chance of them getting a crit or a freeze or something. But I am a little bit limited in what I can do here. I could go to Magneton at some point because I resist Ice Beam, and then I have the faster Thunderbolt. I'll recover one more time. Yeah, alright. So now I can get a free go to Magneton. I'm pretty sure I would outspeed this. Magneton restores leftovers. So Suicune actually outspeeds. Not the biggest problem in the world. I can protect here once. Then I go Celebi. Alright. Doug Trio shows up. Not ideal, but I do believe the Celebi lives a Hidden Power bug. So I can get a Hidden Power Grass in here, and I do not live a crit. That is unfortunate, but we move forward. We persevere. What to do now? I could get a Dragon Dance with the Gyarados. The problem is this Doug does mean that this, I mean, it doesn't mean this is a special offense team, but it indicates to me that there's a high likelihood that there's a Zapdos around, and Gyarados and Zapdos are very big enemies. So Umbreon doesn't do a whole lot here. I think Donphan is okay because I can tank whatever they do, and then Toxic whatever comes in next. So that's what I'll do, just to maybe make something happen here. Man. That's not good. And the problem with Donphan is that it really struggles against special hits, like very much so. And that Suicune for free makes me sad. I'll go Gyarados though. Yeah, this player has been inclined to surf against me whenever it seems like a good play, where Calm Mind I think is pretty much always going to be better. I can Dragon Dance here, I think. So we've got a Starmie showing up. This does make me think it's a T-Bolt Starmie. What do we do damage-wise against it? Not enough, unfortunately. So what we do is we go to Umbreon. There was the T-Bolt. Now we can Pursuit this. Okay, so this is a Calm Mind Pass type of strategery. The thing about this is that Gyarados still kind of scares out pretty much everything, not named this Starmie, and then he'll be tempted to go to Starmie later because it's likely his only Thunderbolt Pokemon. So I go to Gyarados. Oh, it's Leech Seed. Okay. I was thinking that a Calm Mind was coming down. It could be Calm Mind Leech Seed, but if that's the case, what to do? Maybe I could stay in Hidden Power Flying once. That doesn't seem too bad. Didn't do that much damage, but the Baton passed one off, so I'm okay with that. Raikou shows up. Raikou's not that bad for us, actually. We've got Donphan. The Hidden Power Grass or Ice might 2-hit KO, unfortunately. Grass against Donphan. Not quite, actually. After Leftovers healing, it does not 2-hit KO, really. I'm at 100, so yeah, I can do that. Oh, it's Crunch. Fascinating. I think I'm pretty safe to EQ this. Okay. Let's see. So Hidden Power Grass / Giga Drain are very possible here. Those moves do scare this out quite a bit. I outspeed with Gyarados though. So I'm down to just go back Gyarados. Now on this, you know I've got Dragon Dance, so then I think you pretty much always want to respond with Raikou. And if I get the jump with Donphan, I think that's pretty good. You know what? They're never going Dugtrio either. I could go Metagross. Safely, I think. Yeah, I'll go Metagross this time, just to... I think this is even not too bad, because Dugtrio basically never one-hit KOs a Metagross, and I'm pretty sure EQ gets the KO from... that's a roll, 75%. Like, the way my luck has worked this game, I don't want to mess with the roll, but I think I have to, because the roll is still more likely than Meteor Mash hitting. That's a 75% one-hit KO, and Meteor Mash is an 85% one-hit KO. So, because it's 85% accurate, so that's what we do. All right. Not bad, not bad. I mean, not great either, honestly. I've had a little bit of tragic luck this match, I'll say, but I think we can still pull out a win. It's not too bad right now. So either Calm Mind or Surf happens here. Magneton feels good now. Because Magneton... So they don't have a Skarmory, like almost certainly, so I think this is the best point for Magneton to show up. Now, That's right, the Suicune outspeeds me. Now, what is the best course of action here? It's probably... If it's Surf, then it might not be an offensive Suicune. It's probably got Rest. But here's the thing. If it is a Rest Suicune... Oh, wow, my time is ticking. I will Toxic this. Okay, not a big deal. I'll just Dragon Dance twice, I think. Well, what does the Ice Beam do? 28%? Yeah, we Dragon Dance this. Now I can EQ freely. I outspeed Raikou and KO. I think. Seems to. He's throwing. Hidden Power Flying. Okay. Here's the thing. I can just leave. And I will. This was a good place to go. I'll just EQ this to get more damage on it. Could go to Metagross, but Fire Punch is likely. Well, I will go Metagross, actually. EQ, that's fine. Because now, I don't know what kind of Jirachi this is. I do have faster healing, I heal first, which means that I go first. The Earthquake might KO. It's Fire Punch, Ice Punch, so it likely isn't more offensive Jirachi yet. Earthquake just wins me the game here. Not necessarily. The Suicune could end up beating me bad. I do need to try and KO this Celebi because I will not allow a Leech Seed to come down. So now we consider what we're doing. I have Rest. Funnily enough, our damage rolls are more or less the same, but they have Freeze chance. So I don't love my odds in this endgame, but I do gotta go for it. 83% chance 4-hit KO. Where does this turn good for me? Could go to 3, because if they go to 3, it's 3 at KO, but I'm faster. Yeah, so I will. Okay, that did 38%. I think I gotta start hitting this fraud. Yeah. Oh. Okay. So now things are looking good. All right, yeah. Good game. They left. Well, hide that. So that's the thing with this team. I've noticed that super often, luck might not go my way. A lot of the time, if you're picking a slower pace strategy, you end up getting crit on a couple of times or missing a few moves that are important. And that sucks because then the game ends up going longer. But this team seems to have responses to most things. I really, Nexhawk doesn't need my props because he knows that he makes good teams. But holy moly, I'm genuinely so impressed by this team. It performs really well on ladder. I almost didn't want to make this video because I wanted to I don't want this team to become so known that responses to it end up cropping up. I mean, it's not perfect. It's definitely got its shortcomings, but I don't know, I almost don't want to draw attention to it because I really like it a lot. But anyway, now we hop into a second game. Let's see how this one goes comparatively. Oh yeah, I did want to check my placement on ladder after the fact. Sorry to Dude Man for keeping you waiting here. I don't know why. I feel like every time I try and do this, it just starts loading for forever, so I'm just gonna... Yeah, man. That's me. So, this is... I don't want to think too much about this. I'm just gonna Meteor Mash. Okay. It's all well and good. I'll just go to Donphan, actually. Because, like, Magneton feels good until you realize that... No, I'll just go Magneton. I've done some damage to it. It's more likely that I get the KO with Hidden Power Fire now. Oh, boom. Interesting. Initially, I really want to protect this turn because it will allow me to get more chip heal on this Magneton, which could always matter. But I think I'm instead just going to go to Donphan. Now we answer the age-old question, does this team have Gengar on it? Normally Gengar and Fortress don't quite work together, so we'll see if that happens. Alright, so the spike is gone. I'll get a Protect up just to get a little bit more chip heal here. One really cool thing about Gyarados, especially the Rest variant, is that it always, like, feels good in a Swampert. Like, Swampert can't really do anything other than Ice Beam freeze you. I'm gonna go Celebi here just to scare it out, but, like, Gyarados feels really good into Swampert, which is crazy because Swampert is normally the thing that you use against physical threats. Now let's see what we got here. It's likely a Pursuit Tar, and he's expecting Hidden Power Grass, so he doesn't want to go there right now. I'll just Leech Seed. One interesting consideration, if I do Leech Seed this Pursuit Tar, then you could Leech Seed and then just Recover Spam on it. The thing is, if it is Hidden Power, or if it is a physical Tar, then Hidden Power Bug makes you really sad, so not gonna do that. Alright. Now I'm gonna scout out what this Blissey does. First I'll Hidden Power. I'd rather do that into a switch than something else. Okay, so it is T-Wave. I'll Hidden Power again. And now that is the case. So, I think that of the group, the thing that you want to go to while I'm clicking Hidden Power Grass is Jolteon. Assuming that is the case, I could go to Donphan and Toxic. That feels pretty good. Yeah, why don't we do that? Oh, own Gyarados. Gyarados is getting more and more popular, I suppose. I'll Toxic this. It might be a Rest Gyarados as well, but, you know, I think that that's a chance I'm willing to take. Now I'll go to my own Gyara. You doing Hidden Power Flying? Yeah, Hidden Power Flying. Now you have to EQ this pretty much because you don't know if I'm Thunderbolting. Now I will Thunderbolt. Oh my god, that's such a... Well, firstly, why do you do that? Why would you ever? I guess you're thinking that I'm going to my own Gyarados to start Intimidate spamming you, but I don't think that works because then I get my own Dragon Dances up and then you just start losing. Like, I think that this play is losing every time. But whatever, what do I know? I'm just a guy. Maybe you go to Blissey, T-Wave me. There's a line there, I suppose. But anyway, I just really wanted to show you guys this team. I feel like it's a really cool team. Unfortunately, I'm running out of time to play a third, so sorry about that. But I'll put the team pace down below. And again, thank you so much to Nexthawk. He didn't give me this team. I just picked it up from one of his matches that he was playing. But, you know, I really respect him as a builder because a lot of his teams are like this. He really often uses lesser known Pokemon that have like this crazy defensive merit and then they all fit together in like these beautiful, like, I don't want to, they are generally stallier teams, but you know, that's not a bad thing. It's just a different form of play. You know, maybe less interesting to watch for some people, but a lot of the time they end up being the better teams too. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate your time and enjoy the rest of your day. See ya.